I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Carr, and I have to cook a complete meal for four today with ingredients I'm about to buy at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market. But I only have $20 to spend. Find out if I succeed coming up on the $20 challenge. This week, it's the end of one season and the beginning of another. We're going to try and find out what's in season and what's best and what I can pick to cook today. Let's go shopping. Hi, hello. It's good to see you too, Amy. So what have you got today other than some nice samples of bread?
That's right. Well, I have my jams and jellies, but the only thing fresh from the farm today is the spring onions.
Spring onions.
That's the first that I pulled.
It is spring. So you have a farm?
Yes.
What's the name of your farm?
Well, we haven't really given it. It's the farm I grew up on, and my maiden name is Sloop, but I don't go by my maiden name, so I haven't really used that here. So,
and that's okay.
We'll
keep it a secret. We won't tell anybody.
But anyway, they're grown down in Rowan County. I just go down there to maintain it. And by next week, we should have sugar snap peas. But this week, all I have is the spring onions.
Well, I will take your spring onions. So they are, is that 25 or 75?
25, I'm sorry.
Wow, 25? No, that's okay. I will take a bunch, just one. I think that's all I'm going to need.
The 3?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like it in a bag or you want to go in your bag?
I'm going to put it in my bag. I'm going to keep it green.
Right.
Green onions, green bag.
Great. Okay. Oh, good. You get to see me make change on camera. The pressure's on.
This is going to be fun.
So do you know what your menu is for this morning?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The 20. There it is.
Hi, hello. How are you? I'm great. Trying to knock over your display. I'm great. I hope you are.
Good, thank you.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you again too. So I'm in the need for some protein today.
Okay.
So before I buy though, I have a question. So where is Mill River Farm located?
We're in Mount Airy. We're 7 miles east of town off of Route 89.
Awesome. How long have you been farming?
We've been there for 7 years, but I grew up dairy farming, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I'm looking at your board, and I think I'm going to need some chicken quarters today.
Okay. Leg quarters?
Yes, please.
Okay, and how many pieces?
So they're $4 a pound. So
There's
how many are
2
in
in a
each pack?
package.
Then I'll get 2 packs. About how much per pack?
The weight's about 1.5 pounds to 1.75 pounds per package.
Okay. All right. I think I can do that. Looks good. You have some other stuff here too. I noticed you have some greens. How much are the greens per pound or per bunch?
We've got turnip greens down there, $1.50 a pound. There's bags of spinach for $3, lettuce for $3. This is a flat leaf kale for $2.
Thanks.
And there's asparagus and the onions. There's radish over here and broccoli.
I think I'll take a bag of kale and I think that'll be perfect.
You're going to make like a mixed green.
I think so.
It's 13.2 and 60 cents. You're at 15.60.
15.60.
There we go.
Thank you.
I'll be looking forward to seeing it.
You know what? Me too.
I'm sure it'll be delicious. You made some good choices.
Thank you. I think everybody likes greens.
Oh yeah, it's that season. People
It
have
is
been
that
hungry for 'em,
season.
really.
Yeah. If it's not salad, because everyone wants to eat lighter fare now.
Yeah, and healthier.
Exactly. So,
Fresh
and
is
greens
in.
are it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing? I'm Nikki.
Good, I'm Roger.
Roger, nice to meet you. So I see you've got some onions today.
That's about all I got left.
Hey, and I know it's a little late in the day, so yeah. How much are your onions per pound?
75.
75 cents per pound? Ooh. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but I've got $3 and some change, so here's hoping that I've got enough. Uh-oh, I think I put my money in there. I think I'm missing a quarter. There we go. That might weigh it down a little.
Oh, you're good. It's 75 cents.
Thank you, kind
Thank
sir.
you.
So I do have a question, actually a couple of questions. So please tell me about your farm. Or are you just a local produce guy?
No. We grow 15 acres of tobacco and about 100 acres of beans and 20 acres of corn and all the vegetables and stuff.
Well, I can't wait to see your corn later on in the season.
I hope to have some.
I hope you have some too. I'm going to need to buy from you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a good day.
And the same to you. Okay. Hello. Hi, I'm Nikki.
Hi, I'm John.
Nice to meet
Nice
you,
to meet
John.
you.
You have some beautiful radishes over here.
Yes, we do.
Oh, and some turnips too. But I only have $2.90 left, so I think I'm just gonna get a bunch of radishes.
Alrighty.
So please tell me about Sun Gold Farm.
Well, Natalie Seven is the proprietor. She used to work at Sugar Creek, and she's doing her own thing, Sun Gold Farm, this year. My fiance Megan and I are here helping her out start up this first year on the farm. So just doing a lot of hard work out on the field, getting it ready for harvest time.
I can tell because it looks good.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so $2 a bunch.
Yep.
And about $2.
All right, you got a bunch. Do you need a bag?
No, I have my own.
All right.
Hello. Hi, I'm Nikki.
Nice to meet you.
And you are?
My name's Wesley.
Wesley
My
and
name's Gary.
Gary, nice to meet you. So you have these beautiful sweet potatoes here, and I'm in the need for a sweet potato or two.
Okay.
So tell me about your sweet potatoes. Tell me about your farm or your produce or where you come from. How long you've been here at the market? I know that's a lot of questions, but I know you can answer them all.
We've
We've been coming here several years.
Yeah, we've been coming here for a while. My grandfather owns the farm, so he has double pneumonia right now. So
Oh, no.
he's in a nursing home, but he's hopefully going to get back recovered and be able to work the farm again.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So these sweet potatoes.
Yes, ma'am.
I only have 90 cents, and I'm hoping that these are $1 a pound.
They are.
Yes, thank goodness. Okay, so
The smaller you pick, probably
The
the
better?
better. Probably be the more you can have.
what about this guy? How much does he weigh?
Just 75 cents.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna try a little bit bigger.
All right.
What about this guy? Just that guy, and not the other one. A little over,
But we can say that's $1 if you want to.
but I only have 90 cents.
Okay. All right. Well, it's just kind of a guessing game.
Let's see. You're right. It is a guessing game. Let's see him and see.
That's good.
Yes. Woo! I like it. There we go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You guys too. Now that I have my ingredients, I'm going to turn this into a meal for a family of 4. While we take a break, I'm going to head over to our demonstration kitchen and start prepping. When we come back, we'll start cooking.
The Winston-Salem Transit Authority is taking the guesswork out of riding the bus. With NextBus, you can track the location of WISTA buses in real time on your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Set up alerts by email or text that give you time to get to the stop before the bus arrives. You can even call 778-3876 to get your bus's arrival time over the phone. Get NextBus at wstransit.com. NextBus takes the guesswork out of riding the bus. NextBus, a better way to ride the bus.
Welcome back to the $20 challenge. I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Kah, and now it's time to cook a meal for 4 using ingredients I just bought here at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market. Today, I'm going to make a pan-seared chicken with mixed greens and fried sweet potatoes. So let's get cooking. So I've got the chicken, and I got it from Mill River Farms. Chicken quarters. I'm going to season it up. I broke them down to drumsticks and thighs, and I'm gonna season it up with salt and pepper on both sides, and I'm gonna take a mixture of all-purpose flour and cornstarch and put it on. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna make it crispy when I put it in the pan. Add a little cornstarch to your flour, and it makes it crispy and really crispy and extra nice. So in this pan, I've got my olive oil going, and I think it's about ready. So basically, chicken leg quarters are just thighs and legs. So in this bowl here, I've got turnip greens, radish greens, which are the tops of the radishes, and I think that's all the greens I have in here. Yeah. So I'm gonna take a chopped onion to give it some flavor, base flavor. I got this wonderful sweet potato that I've shredded for a mere 90 cents, and it's gonna fry up real nicely. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna prepare it and toss it with a little bit of that flour and cornstarch. So in this pot, I'm sweating my onions to give the greens a little bit of flavor. So I put olive oil in here, and I'm sweating the onions, and basically they're gonna change color. They're gonna go from white to translucent. And that's what's happening in here right now. So in the meantime, I'm gonna chop up some greens. So basically you want to take your greens and you're just going to run your knife through them. They've already been washed and rinsed, and they're ready to be cooked. Just like this chicken that's starting to sizzle in the pan. So now, put those chicken thighs down there, skin side down. And as they say, now we're cooking with gas. And we'll let those chicken legs hang out for a few minutes. because we don't want to crowd the pan. We want to make sure that the pan has enough room for the chicken to move around. And in the meantime, our onions have sweat. Put our greens in. And basically you're going to saute these greens and coat the greens with the onions and the oil that are in the pan. They're going to cook very quickly because they're so tender and fresh. So usually when you cook greens, you get the water or chicken stock or beef stock, and you put your onions in, you put all your seasonings in, and then you put the greens on, and then you cook them for like 6 or 7 hours. You don't need to do that in this case. A little light saute with a little bit of extra flavoring, which I'm about to show you in a few minutes, will be perfect for this dish. Because you don't want to cook them to death. You just want to bring out their freshness and bring out that beautiful green color. So while that's going, our wonderful sweet potatoes that I toss with a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of the flour and cornstarch, we're going to put it into our oil and let them fry up. So our chicken is looking pretty good, looking mighty fine, as they say. We'll check on this thigh since we put it in first. It doesn't have much color on it, so we're going to leave it for a little while. But they're looking good. So now that the greens, they've wilted pretty well and you've got your onions in here, we're going to do a little salt and pepper. Do a little bit more olive oil. Do a little bit of vinegar. This is white wine vinegar. So these greens are really smelling really good right now. The olive oil is really helping with the scents, and then now I'll put the vinegar in. It smells kind of sweet. And the greens are cooking really nicely. And then we've got our sweet potatoes. Did you know, little known fact, 85% of all the sweet potatoes that are purchased in North America come from right here in North Carolina? Well, sweet potatoes, North Carolina, right here, in a few minutes, as soon as they're done. But that vinegar that I put in the greens, it really has a nice punch. And it's really gonna bring up the flavor of the greens a notch, or 2 or 3. So when you cook the greens, they're gonna release water, and that water is gonna evaporate as you cook. And so when the water, as you can see now, the water is coming out of the greens, you're gonna add your radishes now. So the radishes are gonna add a little more crunch to the greens and a little color. Usually you see radishes, you might see them on a salad bar or in a raw preparation. When you cook radishes, they become sweeter. And they're still gonna be crunchy, but they become sweeter and brings out those natural radish flavors, and it's a little spicy. So the greens are almost done. Checking on our chicken. It's getting there. It's getting there. So whether you're doing chicken thighs or chicken legs, you can do either. Depends on how much your family eats, because you know how much your family eats. Sometimes more, sometimes less. So, but everyone knows that little people, i.e. children, they love chicken legs. So if they love chicken legs, then cook those first, and they can have something to munch on while you're cooking the rest of your meal. So everyone knows that a little butter makes it better. So the greens are done, but I want to finish it off with a little bit of butter right at the end to give a nice little smoothness to it, a little richness to the greens. Because everyone knows a little butter makes it better. Sweet potatoes are still cooking nicely. Getting very crispy in there. Our chicken is still doing its thing. So that took about 15 minutes. You can see that nice golden brown color. It's, you know, really going to be really great against those greens and against those sweet potatoes. So I'm sure you're wondering, how do you know that the chicken's done? Well, a couple of ways. Number one, when you cook your chicken, water is going to release, as well as blood and other things we don't want to talk about when we're cooking meat. But when your chicken has clear juices coming out, it should be done. Thighs and legs take longer than a chicken breast would. A lot of times chicken breasts, they can be a little dry, but thighs and legs are dark meat, so that flavor, or not the flavor, but they're dark meat, so they're more flavorful. That's why a lot of people buy chicken leg quarters, so they can get that dark meat, and that chicken is more flavorful. Chicken breast meat, it's pretty flavorful if you add a lot of stuff to it. So we're gonna go to a break right now while our chicken and our sweet potatoes finish. We'll see you in a few minutes back here on the $20 challenge.
For the best in locally grown farm fresh meats, fruits, and vegetables, shop the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market. This year, we're celebrating the market's 40th anniversary with special events and contests. And don't miss the $20 challenge every second and fourth Saturday through September. Chef Nikki has just $20 to buy and prepare a complete meal for 4 right there in the market. It's the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market, open every Saturday, year-round, 6 to 1 at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. The Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market, a Winston-Salem tradition since 1974.
Welcome back to the $20 challenge. And here I've made a meal for 4. What do we have? We've got pan-seared chicken leg quarters, broken down the chicken legs and the chicken thighs. We've got wilted turnip greens, radish greens, and sauteed radish bottoms. And we've also got pan-fried sweet potatoes. So let's plate it up. Greens. Nice and beautiful green with those beautiful radishes that are all buttery and sweet and spicy. And I'm gonna get myself a chicken thigh. Put it right next to the greens there. And I've got their sweet potatoes. Nice and crispy. Drain those a little bit on the paper towel. And put those right next to the chicken and the greens. Gonna season them up with a little bit of the salt and pepper. And last but not least, just because you're on a budget doesn't mean you can't garnish your food. So I'm gonna take these wonderful green onions that we got and garnish it up right. Give a little crunch and a little bit more freshness to everything we've made today. So here we have it. So to make this, I spent $20. I spent 75 cents for the green onions, $13 for the chicken leg quarters, $2.60 for the kale and the turnips, 75 cents for the white onions, $2 for the radishes, and 90 cents for the one lone sweet potato. So let's see how this tastes. It's delicious. The greens, they're so bright and fresh, and that crunch from the radish and that extra butter that I put in at the end, it only needs one more thing. Texas Pete. Whoops. So, if you would like to cook this at home, you can go to my blog, nicksnacks.blogspot.com, and you can find the recipes. Please look under $20 challenge, and it'll be waiting for you. If I can do it, you can do it too. Take your own $20 challenge here at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market. You could win this reusable shopping bag. Send your photos or video of your $20 challenge to me at nicksnacksblog@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the $20 challenge, and remember, the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market is open every Saturday from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Kah. Join me again in 2 weeks for the next $20 challenge.